On this video, we're going to look at Eddie Gilbert, Part 2. Eddie Gilbert was, without a doubt, a second-generation wrestler. His father, Tommy Gilbert, and we're going to look at these matches. He teams with Tommy Gilbert a lot. And Jack, I think we'll just go ahead and get started with his some of his matches in 1979.
Yep, August the 1st in New Albany, Mississippi, Tommy Gilbert and Eddie Gilbert defeated Ken Wayne and Buddy Wayne. Then on August the 4th at the American Legion Arena in Jonesboro, Arkansas, Michael Hayes and Terry Gordy defeated Steve Regal and Eddie Gilbert. And then also same day, but at the TV studios, WMC Studios in Memphis, Wayne Ferris and Larry Latham, the champions, defeated Tommy Gilbert and Eddie Gilbert and retained the AWA Southern Tag Team titles. And then on the 7th, we go to Dyersburg, Tennessee. Eddie Gilbert and Coco Ware defeated Gestapo and Hans Schroeder. And then on the 10th, Somerville, Tennessee, Danny Davis and Eddie Gilbert ended without a winner as a time limit draw. Then on the 11th of August at WMC Studios in Memphis, Tennessee, Bill Dundee, Ricky Morton and Tommy Gilbert and Eddie Gilbert defeated Ken Wayne, Buddy Wayne, Pete Austin, and Ron Bass. And then on the 18th, at the American Legion Arena in Jonesboro, Arkansas, Pete Austin and Sonny King defeated Jerry Lawler and Eddie Gilbert. And then on the 20th, Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee, Michael Hayes and Terry Gordy defeated Tommy Gilbert and Eddie Gilbert. And then back at the studios in Memphis on the 25th, Wayne Ferris and Larry Latham defeated Eddie Gilbert and Steve Regal. And then September the 1st of 79 at the American Legion Arena in Jonesboro, Arkansas, Eddie Marlin, Tommy and Eddie Gilbert versus Jerry Lawler, Wayne Ferris, and Larry Latham, which ended without a winner as a no contest. And then on the 10th of September, Louisville Gardens in Louisville, Kentucky, Steve Regal and Eddie Gilbert defeated the Spoilers, number 1 and 2. And then we go to the 2nd of October in Louisville Gardens, Louisville, Kentucky. Terry Gordy and Michael Hayes defeated Steve Regal and Eddie Gilbert. And then October the 10th at Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Coliseum in Evansville, Indiana, we got Wayne Ferris, Larry Latham, and Danny Davis versus Coco Ware, Eddie Gilbert, and Tommy Gilbert, winner unknown.
Look at these matches that Eddie Gilbert had. He goes against the very young, Fabulous Freebirds, Michael Hayes, and Terry Gordy. Those had to be tremendous matches. Also, the Blonde Bombers, Wayne Ferris, Larry Latham. I mean, that had to be, and Danny Davis as their manager. That had
managed by Sergeant Danny Davis, the only 5-star sergeant in the Army.
They were very good, by the way. Larry Latham and Wayne Ferris was a great tag team for those people who never got to see them. They were tremendous. Let's look at this newspaper ad. This was Labor Day weekend special. 14 wrestlers on the card. This was the American Legion Arena. The card had the main event was a 6-man tag team match. Jerry Lawler, Wayne Ferris, and Larry Latham went against Eddie Marlin, Tommy, and Eddie Gilbert. And there we see Terry Gordy and Michael Hayes against the Hulk, which all people will see down there. Hulk Hogan and Steve Regal. Ron Bass against Dallas Montgomery. Danny Davis against Ricky Morton. I'd love to go back in time and actually see this match. That would have been tremendous to watch. I'm going to, someone has joined us. And let's see, we've been having some technical difficulties, so let's just see if we can bring him on and not have no problems. Rodney, are you with us?
Yes, I am with us, and I will tell you, it helps if you have your computer plugged in.
that most of the time that can happen. And
the battery was running out. I got the warning when I started to reboot everything, but sorry about that. I am now here.
All right, here we go. Let's look at this card right here. The National Guard Armory, Danville, Kentucky on Thursday night. 6-man tag team match. Best 2 out of 3 falls, 1 hour time limit. Wayne Ferris, Larry Latham, and Danny Davis against Tommy and Eddie Gilbert and Dallas Montgomery. Ken Wayne and Coco Ware, Wayne Ferris, Tommy Gilbert. Man, this card didn't have nobody on there but them 6 people.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at that, Danny Davis, Eddie Gilbert, Larry Latham, and Dallas Montgomery. Hey, I guarantee you that was a Buddy Wayne show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to share some Buddy Wayne stories with folks. We may have to do that on the Patreon channel or something. But Buddy Wayne, very interesting person. He was a character. Buddy Wayne was a character, no doubt. All right, Rodney, you got page 2 over there. You can.
I do have page 2.
Well, if you'll pull that up there.
Pull it up right here. We go. Page 2. Eddie would make his first trip outside of his home territory. He would go wrestle for Central States Championship Wrestling in Kansas City. He heads out to Kansas City on October 25th, 1979. It's Eddie Gilbert defeating Ken Millsap. Then he's at Memorial Hall, back at Memorial Hall, I should have said, Kansas City. On November the 1st, 1979, it's Eddie Gilbert versus Tommy Sharp. It ended without a winner due to a time limit draw. And then we go back to Memorial Hall in Kansas City on November the 15th, 1979. It's Eddie Gilbert defeating the Beast. Then we head to Hutchinson, Kansas Convention Hall on December the 4th, 1979. It's Eddie Gilbert versus the Turk, winner unknown. Kiel Auditorium, St. Louis, Missouri on December 7th, 1979. Ron Etchison and Eddie Gilbert defeated Billy Howard and Gamma Psi. 2 out of 3 fall match in that one. Kansas City again on January the 5th, 1980. Eddie Gilbert versus Rock Hunter in a time limit draw. Back in Kansas City again on January 5th, apparently 2 matches in that night. It's the Assassin and Rock Hunter defeating Eddie Gilbert and Jim Hansen. Veterans Memorial Auditorium, Des Moines, Iowa on January 20th, 1980. Eddie Gilbert defeats the Beast in a Texas death match. It's Memorial Hall, Kansas City, Kansas. January 24th, 1980, Andre the Giant and Eddie Gilbert defeated the Assassin and Rock Hunter by disqualification. Municipal Auditorium, Kansas City, Missouri. On February 3rd, 1980, Eddie Gilbert and Tommy Gilbert versus Jack and Jerry Briscoe. It ended with no winner and a no contest. And then Kiel Auditorium, St. Louis, Missouri. On February the 8th, 1980, Pat O'Connor, Eddie Gilbert, and Kerry Brown defeated, oh my, there we go, Takachimo, Ron McFarland, and Carlos Rodriguez in a 2 out of 3 fall match. Lasted 14 minutes, 59 seconds. Memorial Hall, Kansas City, Kansas. Back on February the 24th, 1980, Bruiser Brody and Eddie Gilbert defeated Billy Howard and the Assassin. Then he heads off to Tulsa, Oklahoma on March the 3rd, 1980. It's Eddie and Tommy Gilbert defeating Steve Lawler and Siegfried Starkey. Stanky, I guess you would say that. CB Stanky. Is there Stank? Is that the right? Is that his name?
I'm thinking maybe his name was Stanky.
Oh, Stank. Okay. Well, anyway, Stanky, whatever the case may be, they won the Tri-States Tag Team Championship. Eddie Gilbert and Tommy Gilbert won the Tri-State Tag Team Championship from Steve Lawler and Siegfried Stanky. If it's not the right pronunciation, put it down in the comments.
Is that it? Is that the end of it?
We got 3 more matches.
Okay, go ahead.
We got 3 more nights. We got March the 6th, 1980, Memorial Hall in Kansas City, Kansas. Eddie Gilbert defeated Pak Song by disqualification. Yeah, it's Great Bend City Auditorium, Great Bend, Kansas. On March the 11th, 1980, Bob Brown, Eddie Gilbert, and Jim Moore defeated Takachito, Pak Song, and El Mongo, winner unknown. Back in Tulsa on March the 24th, 1980, Eddie and Tommy Gilbert defeated Jerry Brown and Steve Lawler, and the winner was unknown.
You know,
and while we're killing names here, it was Gamma Singh.
Gamma Singh, okay.
Hey, wasn't that Trucker the Norman, whatever his name was? Wasn't that who that was, or was that somebody else? That had been years later, though, wouldn't it?
It may have been. I know that character is from Canada.
Canada,
Used
yeah.
a lot up there, and I know he did a Sing character. I'm not sure if that's the same one or not, though.
I noticed something, Aaron. I didn't notice it when I was going through all this and finding the research, but I noticed they're wrestling for Central States Championship Wrestling. They're actually they do have a match with Pat O'Connor in this. which Pat O'Connor was the owner. I think at the time he was one of the owners of that. But all at once but they end up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I guess, for Leroy McGurk.
Right.
I wonder if Tommy Gilbert was. I wonder if he went from Central States booking and went to them as a bookers, or did they just leave that quick? Because that's pretty quick for them to get there and then leave.
I'm not sure.
If anybody knows.
No, I'm not sure. They won the title, so I assumed that they're going in there.
I'm gathering that's what they're going to do as well. So if anybody knows out there watching this video, let us know. If they all at once they leave.
It's not unusual for people to go and work in other places and come back.
Now, they might have got that payoff from Bob Geigel. Found out they didn't want to work there so long. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video about Eddie Gilbert. If you enjoyed it, give us that big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And do one step further, hit that notification bell to let you know every time we upload a video right here on Pro Wrestling Inside and Out. Thank you so much.